Hi, and in today's video, we are gonna go over photosynthesis. I want to talk, for AP Bio, one of the tests, right? We just had a quiz on biochemistry, right? But then we also got taught photosynthesis and cellular respiration, right? And I was thinking, the unit test is probably just on photosynthesis and cell respiration. But no, the whole test was on biochemistry. And you can imagine, I looked at the biochemistry notes for 4 minutes before class. Okay, so ooh, look how green that leaf is. Okay, so we're gonna understand the purpose of cellular respiration. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm sorry. Cellular respiration will be another video, but photosynthesis, learn the chemical equations, reactants and products, and solving biology questions. Oh, okay. Okay, so what is photosynthesis? So the way plants get their food is by actually making glucose and making sugar. Like how they can't just eat they can't eat like herbivores or omnivores or carnivores like us. They have to make their own food. Oh, this is biotunnel I forgot about. How this self they make food themselves and they don't have to go hunt or anything. So a basic this is the most basic outline that it goes from the sun to the leaf and finally to glucose. And then I think the plant will actually go under cellular respiration to make ATP from the glucose. But that's another video. Okay, so the photosynthesis equation is CO2 plus H2O plus light energy, and that gives you glucose. This is the glucose equation, C6H12O6, and oxygen. That's why we want to plant more things, more plants, more trees, because they will actually take in the carbon dioxide and release oxygen, and that could help reduce global warming. Okay, so the reactants are carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight, like we previously said. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, and our products are glucose and oxygen. So the plant doesn't really use oxygen, so it will release it back into its environment. But it will use the glucose, and it's used for energy and growth. Okay, so where does photosynthesis occur? So we have the anatomy of a plant cell. This is what a plant cell looks like. It's like very box shaped, and it has a cell wall, I think. This was a while ago, but photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast, and the chloroplast, there's stomatas, there's like stacks of stromas. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's another. I don't know. Jerry doesn't give me a good script for these videos. So okay, all you need to know is that it happens in the chloroplast, and that's actually also the way uh the plants get their color, their green color, is actually from like I think from is a thing I completely forgot, but it'll be in another video for sure. Okay, so we actually have a practice problem. So which of the following is a reactant? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, glucose, and ATP. Pause the video or don't if you want to hear me keep talking. Oh, let's see. Oh, how's the summer going, guys? Loki, summer is kind of boring, bro. Like we were supposed to do, we kept talking about a lot of stuff, And you know, I don't know. Okay, so the answer is carbon dioxide. I hope you got that right. If you got that right, a cookie, 20 cookies. Go to Tops, go to Wegmans, go to Target, go get yourself a cookie. If you get that wrong, maybe you gotta keep watching this video. Okay, let's go on. So, second practice problem: fill in the missing product. So, like, honestly, this is so right. I think right. I mean, I guess we're just going over the very basics of photosynthesis. Like, when you go into biology or AP biology, you're gonna have to you're gonna go really in depth in it, and I can do that, but and that's gonna be like as I work myself up, as like more and more people start to watch my videos, I definitely can like make more complex videos. But right now, I just really want to like help people who's like intro to bio, and yeah. So let's see the solution. C6 H12O6 or glucose. I gotta stall some time. So, see any other stories I remember about photosynthesis? I don't know. This just reminds me of chemistry with this equation and balancing it. And if you watch the other video, you know I don't like chemistry. I hope Jerry's listened to me. If you don't know Jerry, Jerry's my he like creates all the script, the slideshows, and like just tells me what to do, and I just voice it over. And you know, me and Jerry have a complicated relationship. Sometimes he gives me good videos like the quadratic formula one, but sometimes he gives me things like balancing equations. Also, he also messes up my mic, so that's not my fault. That's Jerry's fault. Okay, so let's just move on. Okay, so at the end, just remember plants use sunlight. They don't eat plants. They don't go scavenging for berries, but they take in CO2 and water. So they get the water from the roots and the CO2 from like the air, and then glucose is food for the plant. The plant does not eat meat, and oxygen is released, and photosynthesis happens in the chloroplast. And you know, in AP biology, you're gonna go way more in depth to see like what's in the chloroplast, what the process. There's photosynthesis 1, photosynthesis 2, and there's like a lot of stuff with cellular respiration and stuff. But like just understanding the basic equation makes photosynthesis much more easier to understand. And I hope like this gives you a general idea to when you go into class, you like have a basic idea what photosynthesis is. And as like my parents told me like before AP exams, I need to like study before every class on what I'm gonna do in class, and that's like next level. I might have That's like next level stuff, but yeah. Also, I hope you learned something, and I hope I see you in another video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.